YCN, your local view on WVBK-CA, serving Manchester, Londonderry, Vermont, and South Charlestown, New Hampshire, and WVBQ-LP, serving Charlestown, New Hampshire, and Rockingham, Vermont.
Coming up tonight on YCN, the New London Hospital has purchased some new land in Newport. See what's happening with the $8 million expansion. Learn why a teen pregnancy center known as Hannah's House in Lebanon will be closing its doors. And we have highlights from the Windsor versus Hartford basketball game. See who pulled out the win. With more news, sports, and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that is happening in our area. The YCN News Hour, your local view.
Good evening and welcome to YCN. I'm your host, David Carmichael. The New London Hospital has further extended its reach into Newport by purchasing the north end of the Newport Shopping Plaza along the John Stark Highway, in addition to 17 acres of land on the north side of Elm Street. The total expansion is projected to cost $8 million, according to Bruce King, CEO and president of the New London Hospital. 1/3 of the hospital's business comes from Newport. King also noted that the hospital has a larger market to share in Newport than it does in New London. The purchase will further expand the hospital's reach into the Newport area, providing space for 4 more providers and their staffs in the Newport Health Center building and extend the parking. Demolition and construction is expected to begin in late spring of 2013 and is expected to take 18 months once the ground is broken. After nearly 2.5 decades, the Hannah House in Lebanon, New Hampshire is scheduled to close its doors due to declining teen pregnancies and lack of funding. Over the past 20 years, teen pregnancies in New Hampshire and Vermont have been steadily declining. Although both states are among the lowest in the nation for teen pregnancies, the closure of Hannah's House will leave some teens without support. Hannah's House can hold up to 6 young women who are pregnant or new mothers. Most come from low-income families, some who are abused or struggling with drug or alcohol addiction. Staff provides the new mothers with a home and parenting education programs to promote independent living skills. In recent years, programs have been used sparingly, with one teen resident currently occupying the Abbott Street facility. Officials report that the state of Vermont has made progress in the past year, expanding both broadband and cell coverage that now exceeds 90% of the state. The coming new year will mark the final leg of Governor Shumlin's goal to provide all residents with broadband connection. Only 5% of Vermonters are without broadband service after the state's attempt to broaden coverage. 5% are residents that are generally geographically scattered and oftentimes physically challenging to get to. In addition to the widespread coverage for Vermont residents, connection speed has also increased from 5.5 to 9.7 megabytes per second, which is above the national average. Although broadband connections are improving for all residents, cell phone service in the Green Mountain State is unlikely due to the state's terrain and often the expenses involved. Despite the obstacles, state officials have awarded a $5 million grant to the Vermont Telephone Company to expand cell phone reception in Vermont's 4 southernmost counties. Currently, 92% of Vermont households and businesses receive cell phone reception. Deaths on New Hampshire roadways have passed the numbers recorded in 2011, jumping more than 20% in 2012. In 2011, 84 people lost their lives on New Hampshire roads, while 103 traffic deaths occurred this year. The spike mainly occurred in motorcycle deaths, with a recorded 28 occurring this year, doubling the data from last year. New Hampshire Highway Safety Agency attributed the motorcycle fatalities to warm weather patterns and an extended motorcycle riding season. 2011 saw the fewest traffic fatalities in 50 years. As temperatures continue to drop, companies that sell heating fuels are urging residents to take proper precautions following the past week's heavy snowfall, reminding customers to make sure that their vents are clear of ice and snow. Blockages can lead to dangerous buildup of carbon monoxide. Companies are also advising customers to form clear pathways to their feed pipes and tanks for fast deliveries. After the break, learn what's energizing the public service of New Hampshire.
The YCN News Hour continues in a moment.